All right, you have your Google form and you are ready to share it. Where do you get that link? This is more confusing than other Google applications, and it's changed over time, and it's still something that comes up routinely from users of Google Forms, which is what link do you share and where do you get it? Let's go through it. So I've got my Google form here. I'm in here as an editor. What I'm going to do is go up and I'm going to click on send. Typically, we see share. Send is the way that they refer to it in Google Forms. Underneath here, there's a couple of different options. One, which is a default, which is this will include the link in an email. You can actually, if you select this one and you check the box, it'll actually include the form in the email, which is super convenient for the user to be able to fill out. But to get the link, you go to the middle one, which is the link icon. And there's this long, weird scramble of letters. You can shorten it, and it'll give you a shorter code, and you can copy and paste this. You can take it to a bit.ly or a tiny URL or something like that, and even customize the ending. But this is a much shorter, much more manageable URL. Both of them work. Both of them point to the same place. In that case, you just click copy, and you're ready to drop that into a website link, onto social media, or wherever it is that you want to distribute that link. If you're curious and you want to be able to embed your form into a website, this is the embed HTML, and you can actually designate how tall and how wide it is. So that's where you get that. So I'm going to cancel out of this because here's what I see most often when people aren't using that process. One is that people click on the top URL, they copy that, and they share it. So that does actually convert over. If it's a public form and somebody's not on Google, that will cascade over into the public viewable URL. But it's not the best practice, and it's definitely not consistent when people are logged in to your domain or have access or their different settings. That's just definitely not the way to get the URL, even though there's some safety nets in place that'll make it work. The other one that we see most often is that people come down here and confuse adding collaborators with actually sharing a URL for somebody to fill out. If you do the add collaborators, that's more like using a share version in Google Docs where you're sharing it with other people who can come in and edit. So if you want the URL, click on send, go to that middle icon, grab the long one or grab the short one, and you should be good to go. Hope that helps.